Because one night I went in to say goodnight to him, and I could tell that he was still awake because I was still hearing noise come out of the room, but the light was off. So I went in, and I could hear Christopher talking to someone, and I knew that he was the only one in the room. Jason and Christopher's rooms were side by side, and they never would, they kind of separated and went to sleep. So I knew Jason wasn't in there. So I go in there, and Christopher's lying in bed, whispering. And I said, "Who are you whispering to?" And he said, "Shh. Laine's parents are here." And I didn't know anything about this up until that point. And what was happening was Christopher and Laine would go to sleep at night and take their phones in, and they would call each other after, we thought that they were asleep. And they would whisper on the phone. And this went on and on and on. I know you guys have been doing it for quite a while before I discovered it. But it kind of started to explain why the grades were starting to tank. He was all tired all the time, and so I had to. That was the first time I called Leah, and we kind of had to get together and because it really was starting to affect their grades, and so we kind of decided that we had to put some structure and some limits on this. So I seem to remember that they couldn't talk to each other for a while. Wasn't that it? And they had to. I can't remember. That was so early on in their relationship. And we were not intending to, say you can't talk at all, but it was just the timing of it. But from that point on, I think you guys kind of stopped. You had to stop seeing each other and focus on your grades. And then it was later on in 9th grade, I seem to remember that you kind of didn't talk over the summer, and then when you got in band together was when you realized you really kind of liked each other and started talking. That's when your relationship really started to take off. But I could tell from that point on that there was something special there between the two of you, because it was early like that, and it was very, very special, and it was special enough that it didn't matter what your parents said. You guys were going to naturally be drawn together. And I've watched the two of you grow in your relationship over the years, and it's so sweet and so special. And you respect each other, and that is so, so important. Never stop doing that. And you bonded through your love for Christ also, and that is very, very special as well. And don't ever forget that He's the one that brought you together, and He's the one